What's up, suckers? Can we run 20 windows on my old i7 8700K CPU, which I got in basically an estate sale for the death of a tech company here in the Bay Area? So I really didn't have a choice. I would have preferred the i9, of course, with more threads, but I'm stuck with this i7 8700K. It's running at 4.29 gigahertz currently. It is my best CPU in the house. I'm not running video right now to give my computer the best chance to run these 20 boxes. You can see how slow things open. And I'm gonna be with you as we talk our way into or out of this computer operating, because maybe it will not operate with 20 boxes running. Memory is creeping up. Memory is at 28% now. CPU is at 17%. We've got 5 boxes open so far. That's a great number. But if you multiply that by 4, we should be okay. We should be okay. Now, I have gone through the trouble of setting up my World of Warcraft to be fairly high graphics, but fairly low resolution. That is where you get your money back. You get your money back by turning down the resolution. You really lower the load on the CPU. Now, you can see the GPU is at 36%. It's probably going to stay down there. The GPU load of WoW on a modern GPU is still low, still very low. This is a GeForce 2080 Ti, so a fairly old card, goes back a few years, but still a healthy card. The 2080 was one of the best of its day, if not the best of its day, when it came out. And I expect that GPU load to stay very, very low, down below 40%. I'd be surprised if it goes up higher than that. We are now rolling about 10 boxes, and we're halfway there. We're at CPU 19%, memory 42%. Memory is going to be scary. I know the memory is going to go up to almost 64 gigabyte, which is what I have. I went and shopped on Amazon last night for a new motherboard CPU combo, right? And I was going to go with a 13900. I'm an Intel guy. I'm probably not going to go to AMD anytime soon. I work for Intel. I believe in Intel as far as quality goes. AMD, I've had problems with over the years as far as quality goes, crashes, that sort of thing. So I never have warmed up to AMD as far as trusting them. But I know a lot of people love AMD and the Ryzen series, and I'm probably doing myself a disservice not to go explore it a bit more, but I just don't want to hassle with it, to be honest. So I went shopping for, it looks like the 14900 isn't any better multi-threaded, so I shopped for 13900, and I found a pretty good motherboard CPU combo that would be here tomorrow, but it was DDR5. And I really didn't want to spring for DDR5 since I'm running DDR4. I've got 64 gig of DDR4 here. Why do I have to replace all my memory? On the other hand, now that I'm saying that, I'm thinking, well, Fury swipes, you're still going to have this 8700K CPU board, and it needs memory to run. You're going to put it somewhere, right? Well, I didn't really think about that. Maybe not. Maybe I won't put it anywhere. Maybe I'll just build a new CPU, but I'm afraid I'm going to be like through this multi-boxing fad, this current multi-boxing fad so quickly that I really don't need a high core CPU anymore. But the 13900 I was looking at is 32 threads. It would absolutely smash not just 20 WoW boxes, but it would smash 40 WoW boxes, no problem, which is a possibility. If I did get it, I could run 40-man raids instead of 20-man raids. That makes me think. But anyway, I kind of cheaped out last night. I'm like, I'm not buying another freaking DDR5 BS. No way, get off my lawn. And decided not to pull the trigger on a new 13900 and went to bed without buying it. Now that I think of it, 13900 with new DDR5. How much DDR5 though? I guess maybe 128 gig of DDR5. But now I'm like building a whole new computer. Do I want to build a whole new computer? Then I'll need a new then I'll need a new GPU. And now I'm over $1,000 just to prove a point on my WoW channel. I don't know. Maybe I will do it. All right, we are all here. We are all present and accounted for. And at the login screen, at least, it looks like CPU utilization is very reasonable. Even memory looks reasonable at 48 gigs. So let's start logging these guys in. I'm gonna do it kind of conservatively. I'm gonna do it 3 at a time and watch what happens to CPU. Oh, 84, 82. All right. 3 at a time was okay. Give me 3 more. Yeah. Whoa, 69. Okay, we're more. CPU 6771 84. Right now I have the frame rate on the focus window at 25 frames per second. The frame rate on the non-focus background windows is 13 frames per second. That's the main thing you can do to lower CPU load, is limit frame rate. Okay, 3 more. We still haven't touched 100. We still haven't touched 100%, which is very surprising to me. I thought that we would be capping out here, just logging in. At some point, we got really close there. Oh, and it just touched 100 there, and you could see it was really straining on those last 3. And whoa. It's at 100. It's stuck at 100. Oh man, that is not what you want to see. You do not want to see your CPU at 100 at all, because that means you are not giving every window what it needs. All right, it's coming down. Let's let it stabilize a little bit. What are we stabilizing at? We are stabilizing at 70%. We still have 5 windows to dump in there. What if we, I'm just gonna keep going 1 window at a time now. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We're staying off the 100s. We want to stay off the 100s. Now, this is where multi-core CPU power really helps a multi-boxer, because if I did have more threads, if I did have a more powerful CPU, I would absolutely breeze through this. I could log in all 20 at the same time, and we just hit 100 again, logging in one window, but just briefly. I could log in all 20 at the same time, and it wouldn't even sniff 100. It wouldn't even get to 50% if I had a 13900. Because all these guys would get their own thread. They would get the equivalent of their own CPU. All right, come on down a little bit. What are we at? 92. Oh, back at 100. 92. Oh, man, the video that I'm recording right now is probably breaking up. So that itself is probably going to be a problem. I probably shouldn't talk when it is at 100. Last guy. And we are looking pretty good here. Maybe we won't be at 100. Look at that. 100 right now, 100 right now. Calm down, calm down. All right. There we go. 95. 95. Let's turn on multi-boxing. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Look at that. And we are 20 boxing. This is looking not bad, actually. Stuck right there at 25 frames per second. That looks really good. The graphics I got turned up really, maybe too high. I don't even know if I like this much ground clutter. All right, let's invite everybody and make a raid. Boom. 0 button. Boom. Convert to raid. Boom. Invite the rest. Oh, look at that. Oh, and everybody's here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Let's inspect the troops. 23 frames per second, 24 frames per second. We are now at 100%. My audio, my video that I'm making is probably breaking up now. Let's have everybody jump. Everybody jump. All right, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. But we are at 100%. And the game probably won't run that well. Look, people are still jumping. Memory is at 99%. GPU is at 38%. I'm scared. I'm really scared. All right, this is experiment number 2. And the only thing I changed is I turned off low latency techniques. And you can see that at times it's not 100%. I don't think that helps me much. It's still way up there. Okay, this is render scale set to 50%. Let's see how this goes. And you can see that the resolution is lower. Maybe you can't see, I don't know. So let's start logging in 3 at a time, watching our CPU speed, CPU utilization, I should say. Looks good. We'll just keep going, adding to it, watching the utilization, make sure it doesn't hit 100. Got really close that time. Oh. 79. Okay, that looks good. Oh, it's creeping up. Oh, that put it at 100. All right, let's slow down a bit. So what change do we make here? We changed the scaling resolution to 0.5. That is, it is half the size of the window. The rendering scale, I should say, is now half the size of the window. And I guess logging in 4 stressed out the 8700 a bit more. And yeah, see, this is the problem with 100. When you hit 100, you are doing task switching between threads, and it makes everything seem to take longer. So you really want to stay off the 100s. Let's come on back down. Come on back down. Yep, it's coming down. It's coming down. Down to what? 86%. Look at memory. Memory is at 99%. Why is memory so high? All right, I'm just gonna log the last 4 in, and we're gonna wait, I guess. But yeah, memory is too high. I'm noticing I'm getting these messages. Free trial accounts cannot send messages to Raid channel. That's coming from an add-on. I don't think it's coming from my add-on. I think that is coming from GSE. GSE is probably speaking between the accounts, trying to figure out if their macros are the same, or, you know, polling accounts, whatever. I will have to get to the bottom of that, because I should not be sending this, there shouldn't be any Raid channel traffic. But one of the sad things about being on free accounts is you cannot send Raid messages. So my find routine won't work. What I'll have to do for find is I'll have to just say the find command out loud, /say the find command, and then just monitor the say channel for the word find at the beginning of the sentence, and then just search for it that way. But that is lower on my priority list. All right, enough of that stuff. Well, it's not going to work. The 20 boxing, I guess I could make the window scaling smaller and smaller until they're taking up less and less. And yes, maybe that will work. It just won't have the vibe that I really want for multi-boxing. So I am going to apply some money and hardware to it. I'm going to... In fact, I did go out today and I bought a bunch of shit. I bought enough to completely remake my computer into something magnificent, but I could not make the motherboard play nice with my NVMe drives. And no matter what I did, I could not make them work. And so the motherboard has to go back. So not till tomorrow. I will switch from Asus to MSI tomorrow and see if my results are better. But the upgrades coming are going to be the biggest hardware upgrades I've ever done in my multi-boxing career, if you can call it a career. And I suspect I won't have any troubles anymore after that. Well, we'll see. I don't want to jinx it by telling you what I'm doing, but tune in next time to see what applying large amounts of money to the problem can do. Fury Swipes out.